Before you can get started in the massive universe that is Star Citizen, you have one very important choice to make. What ship are you going to call yours? By far, one of the most unique options out there for new citizens is the gatak. Now, she's not meant to be the jack of all trades, more of a conversation starter because she's fun to fly, and it'll turn some heads when you pull into any of the stations around Stanton. I've owned this ship since it became flyable about a year ago, and I haven't given it the love and attention it deserves since then. Until today, and now's a pretty good time, especially with Invictus launch week coming up in the next few weeks. I know I'll be tempted to switch up my fleet, so now is the time to dust off some unused ships in my fleet and see if they still have a place in my headcanon for what I want it to be. So let's hop, roll, or I don't even know. Just let's go get in the pilot seat and take this bad boy for a trip around Stanton today. I'm starting off at Loreville today because I just don't spend very much time here, and so name a better place to go explore while I'm taking out a unused ship for a spin. And plus I know that these little highways or landing plat garages, whatever you want to call them, I know these make for some pretty fun little low flying tricks, so I had to stop by and give it a shot. And right off the bat, you can tell that the Sulin is unique just based off looks alone. It is extremely hard to find a place that the ship doesn't stand out from everything else around it. I mean, even though we might stand out at whatever city we're in, at least we might look damn good being there. And so for the sake of adventure, the first contract I picked up today would take me away from Hurston and onto one of its moons. The contract doesn't have a ton of details, but on one of Hurston's moons is a crashed ship, and there's some unwanted guests sticking around, and it is my job to go ahead and get rid of them by basically any means necessary. Now, as we're pulling up to the crash site, I do notice something kind of strange, and it's a bunch of extra security. I've never seen this before, and they don't seem to be doing too much because I still have a contract to be here. Now, I could use these Ninetales for target practice in my Sulin, but I mean, where's the fun in that? These security guards weren't doing much but just distracting the Ninetales on the ground, except for one. And since I was rudely interrupted from catching my good side, I think it's time we mop up the rest of these guys. And while I was doing this contract, I did feel inspired and had a great idea of how I can make this Sulin feel more like a home. And if you know me at all, you know that adding little treasures to my ship is just my favorite thing to do. It adds personality, and also it kind of tells the story between you and your ship a little bit better. So we're on our way to Daymar, mainly because it is my favorite place to explore, except on the way there, I got snared and ripped out of Quantum early by some overzealous pirates. Now these guys were expecting an easy catch, but they did not expect to see me.
You kill my friend, I kill you. Let's see you try that again.
That little roadblock taken care of, we can finally continue our journey to Daymar. That whole fight was extremely unexpected and time consuming, and so now I have a few extra battle scars, but hey, I think it actually makes the Sulin look a little bit cooler, which is extremely hard to do. And so after taking maybe a little bit too long to find this place, I'm finally here, a sand cave on Daymar. So now why is a cave of sand special? Well, it's because inside should be a new friend for us to take with us on our adventures. But before we find him, let's just enjoy the fact that a gorgeous place like this is hidden on Stanton.
Okay, into the deep, dark, mysterious sand cave we go. Okay, now where are you? I can hear you skidding around. Just please come out now, because don't make me come all the way back to this corner of the moon for another game of hide and seek. I don't want to do that. Oh, wait a minute, there you are. How'd you get stuck in that corner? You must have roly-poly too hard, huh? I don't remember you having this many legs. You got 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, way too many. Well, whatever, you know, as long as you don't scurry away, we'll be okay. But come on, you've been officially adopted, and let me show you your new home and family. Here we are, home sweet home. Now let me just put you right here next to the second in command. This is Terry. Terry meet Roly-Poly. He doesn't have a name yet, but who cares? We're not going to get lost in that. But I hope you guys can get along. This is a very small ship, and we need everybody to get along. I don't want to hear your sass all the way from the cockpit.
With a new friend on board the ship feels a little bit more like home, and I absolutely love it. You know, I was only out for one day, and I just know that if I had kept this ship out as my daily driver for maybe a couple more days, I would have a mountain of trophies to show off. With all that being said, I do think it's time to stop off at Seraphim Station for some food, repairs, and most importantly, a brainstorming session. I do think I'll actually keep the Sulin around. I mean, does it fit the rest of my fleet? Absolutely not. But she is packed full of personality and is just an absolute blast to fly around, especially once you get used to the vertical takeoff and landing. That alone can be a turning point with most people. It can be extremely disorienting. But what about you? What do you think? Should we keep the ship around, or should we just find a new ride? Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this little adventure. I do want to say just a quick thank you to all of you out there who support this little dream of mine. Life has recently dealt a pretty rough hand to me, and I'm just beyond thankful that I have people out there that get enjoyment out of the things I create. I don't want to get too preachy, but just know that I feel so lucky to have every member, subscriber, review, and like that I have. You're all incredible people, and I just hope that you have a great day. Peace.